Hi, this is Ansley Long, and I'm a meteorologist at the National Weather Service Atlanta, and welcome to this week's weekly weather briefing. This is for the week starting Thursday, August 24th, 2023. Taking a look at our highlights for the week ahead, we have dangerous heat through the weekend where heat index values ranging from 105 to potentially over 110 degrees will likely warrant at least heat advisories for much of the area. Precipitation chances do return Sunday and will last through the start of the work week associated with a cold front. And this cold front will ultimately bring us a break from the heat by midweek. We'll be keeping an eye on the tropics as we could potentially see some tropical moisture bringing rain to central and eastern Georgia. Taking a look at our current conditions, we've got high pressure building in along the Appalachians, where a weak boundary is draped across southwestern Georgia. On satellite, we can see that we mostly have generally sunny conditions where we've got a few high clouds as well as a cumulus field developing across the area. However, these calm conditions could change this afternoon and evening. We are keeping a close eye on a complex of thunderstorms across the Ohio River Valley that could progress as far south as North Georgia this afternoon and evening. We have a general thunderstorm risk for north and central Georgia for this afternoon and evening, again associated with the potential for that complex of thunderstorms reaching the area. While the severe weather risk is low, we cannot rule out an isolated strong to severe thunderstorm during this time frame. Our potential hazards in any strong thunderstorms that could occur this afternoon will be frequent lightning, gusty winds, small hail, and locally heavy rainfall. Our maximum temperatures for today will top out in the mid-90s area wide, where the best chance of precipitation will be along and north of I-20. Our excessive rainfall outlook has trace amounts to at least a half an inch of rainfall for areas north of I-20. And tomorrow, dry conditions return as high pressure continues to dominate the forecast area. Saturday, a cold front will be heading towards the forecast area from the north, where that will begin to work through the area on Sunday and bring more widespread precipitation chances. So taking a look at our area-wide weekend rain chances, we've got a dry forecast for Friday, and on Saturday we could see a few isolated showers and thunderstorms across the North Georgia mountains, while on Sunday, more widespread chances to likely chances of rainfall are possible associated with that cold front. The biggest story for the weekend, though, will be the heat index values, where Friday we are likely going to issue a heat advisory for much of the area as heat index values exceed 105 degrees Fahrenheit. Saturday, we'll see heat index values actually climb up even higher, where a heat advisory issuance will be likely. However, we will be monitoring the forecast in the event that some areas may need to be upgraded to an excessive heat warning. We still see heat advisory criteria being met on Sunday. However, depending on when that precipitation starts with the cold front moving through, that actually may help limit some of our heat index values on Sunday. Ultimately, we have a wet start to the work week where that frontal boundary will slow down and essentially stall across central Georgia, where that will serve as the focus point for the precipitation for showers and thunderstorms for Monday and Tuesday. And an area of concern that we're keeping an eye on is actually here just off the coast of Central America, where the NHC has deemed a 50% chance of cyclone formation in the next 7 days for this area. Global model guidance is quite uncertain at this time, so there is considerable uncertainty over a track forecast as that pushes northward into the Gulf. However, what we are likely to see for our area is some enhanced tropical moisture by the end of the work week, primarily across central and eastern Georgia. We do have a relatively active Atlantic basin. However, these other areas of concern are not expected to make any impacts for our area. For our precipitation forecast during the week ahead, we'll see an uptick in precipitation chances starting on Sunday, where they will peak on Tuesday, again associated with that cold front, and precipitation chances will remain elevated throughout the week. Over the next 7 days, we have the potential for 2 inches or greater for primarily portions of central and eastern Georgia, associated with that potential for tropical moisture to surge into the area, where areas generally north of that could see roughly a ½ inch to 1.5 inches of rain, primarily associated with that frontal boundary moving through at the beginning of the week. That brings us to our current drought conditions, where central Georgia has seen an improvement in their abnormally dry conditions. However, we have seen an expansion of the D0 or abnormally dry conditions across north and central Georgia. For our temperature forecast, we should see our maximum daily temperatures topping out potentially in the triple digits across several portions of the area over the weekend. However, that cold front that's going to be pushing through by early next week will begin to cool off our maximum daily temperatures back into the 80s and low 90s by the middle of the week. And our heat index values will again reach their highest Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but again associated with that frontal boundary that's moving through at the beginning of the week. We'll see those start to trend downward through the remainder of the week as well. So to wrap up this briefing, I will hit the highlights again. We will see dangerous heat through the weekend, where heat index values ranging from 105 to potentially greater than 110 degrees Fahrenheit are going to likely warrant heat advisories for much of the area. We will be monitoring areas as well over the weekend in case some locations will be needed to be upgraded to an excessive heat warning. Our precipitation chances return on Sunday and will last through the start of the work week associated with a cold front, which will ultimately bring us a break from the heat by midweek. Tropical moisture is possible for portions of central and eastern Georgia by the end of the week. However, we will be monitoring how that system evolves in the coming days. If you need to contact us, you can of course reach us on any of our social media channels, as well as by phone or by email, or feel free to drop us a quick message in NWS Chat 2.0 in our channel. Thank you for joining the briefing, and we hope you have a great rest of your week.